This video will cover several end-user features of the addressable fire alarm panels. The features included in this video are setting the date and time, reviewing the panel history, scrolling through the active events and the information that is presented on those active events, acknowledging events, silencing the panel, resetting the system, and running a fire drill. We're going to start with setting the date and time. Open the cabinet door to access the fire alarm control panel keypad. From here, press the Enter key to access the main menu. On the main menu, select option 3, Set Date and Time. In Set Date and Time, type in the month, 2 digits, press the right arrow to access entering the day, press the right arrow again to enter in the year. Once that is done, press the right arrow again to access setting of the time. The time shown in this demonstration is the 24-hour clock. So the time is 13:21 for 1:21 p.m. I'm going to enter 13:22 to change the time. If your time is shown with AM/PM, to select AM or PM, use the up and down arrow to change the setting. Once that's done, you hit the Enter key, which will bring you back out to the main menu. Press Escape, and you'll see the date and time has been changed on the front of the control panel. Next, we're going to cover reviewing the panel history. Open the panel door to access the fire alarm control panel keypad. To review the panel history, select the Enter key to access the main menu. Select option 1, View History. In View History, you can see the total number of events and which event you are on. So currently I'm on event 1 of a total of 109. It tells you the event and the time and date that it happened. To scroll through them, I can scroll down to the next event. To get to the last event, I would scroll up to get to event number 109. So you can scroll either direction. I can scroll through the events. I can see it has done a system auto test at 2 p.m. on 9/30. It's event number 4. I can again go through and see that there was a restore on aisle 1. This was the device at the reception desk, and it happened on September 30th at 11:22 a.m. I can keep scrolling through these events. In order to back out of the events, I hit the Escape key, which will bring me back to the main menu, and Escape again to get back to the main screen. Next, we will cover scrolling through the active events on the fire alarm control panel. When there are active events on the fire alarm control panel, the event that is displayed is the initial or first event that occurred. It gives the device or point that is active, in this case an alarm on SLC 26, which is a water flow in sprinkler room 223. This happened at 15:02 or 3:02 p.m. on October 1st. Where it says sprinkler room 223, this is a custom message that was added by the installer. It then indicates a press the down arrow for more events. It also gives you the total number of events. In this case, there are 6 active events. As you scroll through the events, it gives you the point that is active, the current condition, in this case these are alarm conditions, the custom message, the device type that is active, and the date and time that the device became active. You can scroll through the rest of the events by hitting the down arrow. Once you reach the last event and hit the down arrow one more time, you'll be back to the main screen and see the initial event that occurred. We will next cover acknowledging active events. As you scroll through the active events on the fire alarm control panel, you can acknowledge each event by pressing the ACK button. When an event is acknowledged, a small A is added to the event screen. Once all active events are acknowledged, the buzzer on the fire alarm control panel will be silenced. The notification devices in the field will continue to sound until the silence key is pressed. Another change that occurs to indicate to the user that all active events are acknowledged is the LED next to the event type will change from flashing to solid on. If a new event occurs after all events are acknowledged, the fire alarm control panel buzzer will sound again and the LED will start flashing. You can easily find the new event by scrolling through the events until you find the event without the A in the upper right-hand corner. Next, we will talk about silencing the notification devices in the field. When the notification devices are active, you can press the silence button on the front of the fire alarm control panel to turn the active notification off. Depending on how it is programmed, the strobes and horns may both turn off or just the horns may turn off. This demonstration is using a strobe-only device. When the silence button is pressed, the strobe turns off. Next, we will cover resetting the fire alarm control panel. If all events have been cleared in the field, pressing the reset button will bring the system back to a normal state. If the events in the field have not cleared, the system will go back into an active state, either alarm, supervisory, or trouble, depending on the event. If the events are clear in the field, the system will reset to a normal condition. All events will have logged in the system history for review. The last thing we'll cover is running a fire drill from the fire alarm control panel. Prior to running a fire drill, make sure that the AHJ or the authority having jurisdiction and central station monitoring are aware that a fire drill is being performed. Follow all local codes and standards when performing any procedure on the fire alarm control panel. To perform a fire drill, which will activate all notification devices programmed into a fire drill zone, open the cabinet to access the fire alarm control panel keypad. Press the drill button. All notification programmed into a fire drill zone will activate. Press the silence key to silence the notification. Press the reset to stop the fire drill. In this video, we've covered setting the date and time, reviewing panel history, scrolling through active events, acknowledging events, silencing the system, resetting the system, and running a fire drill. For more information on any of these topics, please visit our website at www.pottersignal.com.